for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Trojans' offense comes onto the field first today. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On the run, it's Kennedy. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rousseau. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Calls his own number. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking for space. It's Kennedy. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be third and long. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finding open areas. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And some room to work. Knocked off his feet. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Here on third down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burr. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Running the read to the left on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here's the handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the ground with the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Miranda. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lost to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. He'll keep it himself. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Kennedy. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. They're going to ride this running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use the score to cut into this lead. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Complete to start this drive. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Looking left. That's caught. It's Carter. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Trojans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He'll do it himself. There he goes. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. USC stretches out that lead and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in LA.
Yeah, you could tell, too, talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the second half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Burr. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll try the left side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He breaks a tackle. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. From the gun, running back gets the give. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Trojans will punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's second and long. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Nice move to keep running.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. That's caught. It's Rousseau.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, it's Kennedy. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. So the final period starts with a second down play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's man. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Bruins are on the move. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they get him down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Stockton. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Looking for the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Bunch formation for these receivers. Using his legs, it's Kennedy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged in the middle. It's Burr. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give to the fullback. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Burr. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UCLA, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The Bruins decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Handoff to the lone back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hard running there. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
To kick it away.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Back in 1939, USC first stole victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse